All right, thank you for the time given to me. And today I will talking about the lexical relations. But before that, my name is Iman Setiareva, and I'm from Group 1. And my subtopic is lexical fields, kinship, and hyponym. Okay, this is my subtopic or content about lexical fields and kinship and also hyponym. But before that, I will explain about the lexical relations. This is the chart of the lexical relation that we'll learn about this. For the first, lexical relations being two dimensions of organizing lexical items, and for lexical operation exercises. And lexical relations, also including semantic relation, is that I will explain about the hyponym and antonym and about synonym. And this is also about idiomatic items, paradigmatic relations. Okay, before that, I will explain about what the meaning of lexical relations. The lexical relation means two or more things are connected with the words of language, or the lexical relation is a culturally recognized pattern of association that exists between lexical units in the language. In this topic, we are going to learn what the kind of lexical relation in the word and how they can be made up. So this is about the relations of word and how to relation that and how to be made up of the word. But before we consider about two approach or to describe of lexical relation is that field theories and truth conditional. I wanna show you about two or more lexemes may have some semantic relationship like father and mother. That's also have relationship and employer and employee, big and large, big and little, father and son, father and paternal, and color. We know the color have many features like red, yellow, and blue. So I will explain about, yeah, already in this topic I will explain about two or more lexemes may have some semantic relationship. Okay, as I told you before, I will tell you about to this how to describe lexical relation is that two approaches. For the first, semantic field theory. Okay, what the meaning of that? Field theory is a term to classify lexemes according to shared and differentiating features. Okay, let's see or let's look the example like wash, Ernest, and bee. So these animals is flying, stinging, or insect. Okay, how about moth and housefly? Housefly is like animals uh, animals when in our house when we eat or in the smell of food. So housefly usually is there or exists. So the both of these or both of them are insects that fly but do not sting like that. But how about the ant or an termite? Names of insect that neither fly sting. So this is about the field theory and to classify lexemes according to shape or the features of the object. For example, about the animals, as I told you before. So, what the another way to describe lexical relations? Okay, this is the another way that is that true conditional semantic. But the meaning of this study lexical relation by comparing predication that can be made about the same revalid expression. Or its text is to account for the meaning relation between different in a language. So I will talk you or I will explain three such relations are. First, entailment, paraphrase, and contradiction. Okay, I will explain one by one. For the first, entailment. What the meaning of this is that is the relation between two propositions. Okay, let's go to the example, but before that, I will show the truth table for entailment. This is the premise one, okay? This is the sentence, or if we are talking about the language, this is the first premise. Okay, imagination, this is the first premise. If the first premise is true, the second premise or the another sentence, it will be true. Okay, and if the first premise will be false, B will be true or false. So it will be two meaning, true or false. And also, if first premise is false, it will be false. Or the second sentence, it will be false. And B, in the second or in the first premise, it will be true or false, and B will be true, like that. Okay, let's go or let's move to the example one, like this. This is the premise one or the sentence or the first sentence. My neck tea is or entirely maroon. Okay. How about B or the second language? My neck tea is red. Look how this would work for our. Okay, for examples, key, if A or if the first premise is true, that magnetic is entirely maroon. Okay, that magnetic is entirely maroon. This is true. Is B true? Is or this is the second premise. Is true that magnetic is red? Yes, and I will be answer yes, it is true. How if B is true that magnetic is red, is true that magnetic is maroon, it can be true or false. N tells B so that if A, then automatically B. Okay, I will explain to be easy. If we are talking my magnetic is maroon, so it automatically it means red, because maroon the part of red, right? But how about my magnetic is red? It's necessary, or it will be maroon, or it will be true or false. That's why if B is true, or that if B is true, that's or that is the A true that magnetic is maroon. It can be true or false, like that. You will find this premise in the language. So you must carefully how to describe the premise of premise by premise, like that. Okay, that's the entailment. And how about the paraphrase? Is a sentence which expresses the same proposition as another sentence. Okay, this is the table truth of phrases. Like A, if the first premise is true, the second premise it will be true. Just to uh, just just to the rules of this paraphrase. If the first premise is false, the second premise it will be false. For example, my neck tea was cheap. That's the second automatically the second premise my neck tea was inexpensive. Cheap and inexpensive it's same, right? So it's same or it's a true premise. Okay, how about the example, another example? John sold the book to a grandship of W.B. Yeats. And the second premise, a grandship of W.B. Yeats bought the book from John, like that. So this is false. This is the I mean the same true value as the as B, also that if A is true, B is true and vice versa. Also, if A is false, then B is false and vice versa, like that. This is the table of truth will make you easy to understand. Right? Okay, let's move to the contradiction is a negation of the other propositions. This is the table of the truth. You can see. Okay, this is the example. My neck tea was cheap, and the second sentence will is that my neck tea was expensive. So the first premise is cheap and the second premise is expensive. So they cannot be same meaning or they cannot be true. They must one of this sentence must false, another one true, like that. It will if the premise one true, it will be false. If false, it will be true. If true, it will be false. If false, it will be true, like that. They cannot be true, both of them, like that. Okay, let's move to the lexical field. This is the important subtopic. An important organization principle of the lexion or word. This is a group of lexemes which belong to a particular activity or area of specialist knowledge. For example, the differences using of the terms in cooking or sailing are the vocabulary used by doctors, climberers, or mountain climbers. So this topic will choose what the vocabulary will use, because as you know, in this part of in this life, it will different vocabulary depend of our where we are. If we are going to the hospital, the vocabulary, our vocabulary, it will different to if we are going to the mountains, like that. Okay, but this is the example that I made it. The way organizing related words and expression into a system which shows their relationship to one another, like adult, and this is child, male or female. Adult, it will be two meaning. This two meaning, man or woman. Okay, child, it will be boy or girl. So if we are talking about child, we are not use man or woman, but we must use the vocabulary of boy and girl. And how about adult? We are not using boy, vocabulary boy or girl, because the people or the person is adult. So we are must use man or woman. Yeah. So this is the example, another example like stool, chair, bench, and sofa. Okay, piece of furniture and versus furniture for sitting. The piece of furniture, for example, table, but not by door, and furniture for sitting, table that's not to share. Okay, let's go. Let's move. Let's see about stool. Okay, stool, it can be for one person, but stool is not having back. Okay, chair also positive and maybe or the chair will be having back. Bench also, bench it's not about for one person but it's many person, and having back it's depend to the bench. It will be false or true, or having back or not, like that. And sofa, that's sofa, it's not about for one person, because you know sofa is for many people, and the having back, like that. A better candidate for differentiating feature is having upholstery, and a sofa must be upholstery and bench is upholstery. I will explain about the difference of these. This is the problem is, however, for the Lexium tool, like this is tool, if as you can see in this picture, you know, stool, and this is chair, yeah, like that. It's not having back, like that. Okay, the important point here is the recognize of two kinds of features, or the distinctive or non-distinctive. So we must carefully how to use our vocabulary, because if you are talking about chair, it means for one person, and it's not having back. Maybe have having back, but depend of our vocabulary, like stools, or you must choose stool, chair, bench as sofa, like that. Features that can be recognized in entirely are part of its description, but the definition of lexeme within a set or field recognizes as to not what features or features distinguish it from other members of a set, what features are just there or not distinctive. This is the componential analysis, advantage and probably disadvantage. It will affect the system draw which lexeme have their perspective senses, and to tell what something is requires us to tell what is not, what is contracts with, and what the features or features make the contracts possible. And probably the disadvantage, we may find ourselves annually concerned with classification of the phoneme represented in language, forgetting that our concern in a language itself. Okay, that's about the lexical fields. All right, now we are talking about kinship. Interesting area for componential analysis, universal and differ from society to society. So this is about a relationship is a kind of predicate. Okay, let's move to the example. Harold is Ellie's father, and Rose is Jerry's sister. That's mean the predicate of this sentence is Harold, fathers of a leaf. It's different from the another one, like from previous one, like that, right? And Rose, sister of Jerry. The point is, this is the meaning of this is same, but um, we just go, or we just move the predicate like that. But the meaning of the sentence is same. So a relation is the kind of predicate. Another example, some of the predicate relation in our kinship system can be described parents, offspring, sibling, and spouse. We also need two components, male, female, which we indicate as M and F. Okay, I will explain about this. Father, you know father. So father, it means M, parents. Parent, what the meaning of parent? We must add M. So it must be specific to make sure what the sex of the parents, right? So we must add M. It means male. So parents or father, it's male. Mother is female parents, brother is male siblings, sisters siblings, and siblings, like that. Grandfather, it's about parents and parent. Okay, so this is the kinship, or about the to move predicate, but it's the same meaning. This is some kinship system have cross siblings, like male speakers, burrata, female sibling, etc. In the Papua New Guinea. The way the vocabulary is used often reflects the different culture outlook. So the point is, the different culture outlook, it will be different vocabulary. Okay. This is the last topic about hyponym. Hyponym is a relation of inclusion. A hyponym includes the meaning of a more general word. First, this is the premise one. My necktie is maroon, my necktie is red. And this is the second premise. There are tulips in the vase, there are flowers in the vase. It means maroon is a hyponym of red, and maroon is the term maroon is a hyponym of red. Okay, right? Tulip is a hyponym of flower. So red and flower is the general, but the part of red and flower is a maroon and tulips, like that. Red, it means red and flower are superordinates or hypernym. That's about of maroon and tulip. So I will make sure to you, or I will make you easy to be understand, like color. Okay, color. The meaning of color is are that red, yellow, pink, and green, and more, and so on. Okay, the colors, as I taught you, that's about superordinates or hypernym of that, like that. So just the red and flower, or the maroon and tulip, just a part of the red and flower. Maroon, just a part of a red. Red is not about the maroon, but maroon is a red, right? And flower, the part of flower is tulip, and tulip is about flow. Is that flower? But flower is necessary to live. It can be of another flowers. Like that. Noted concatenation of hyponym is included in the denotation of the subordinate, but the meaning of the subordinate is included in the meaning of the hyponym. A sentence with a hyponym is there is a polynomial is the fields like that is more informative than a sentence with the corresponding subordinate. There's horse in the field. That's the example of the sentence with a hyponym. So there is palomino in the field. That's about the hyponym. What about corresponding subordinate? There is a horse in the field. In the field there are many animals. Okay, just one one of the part of the field is a horse. As you know, in the field has many existences, and maybe another animals like. Okay, this is the table truth of hyponym. If the premise one true, it will be true, and if false, it will be true or false. If false, it will be false. It will be true or false, it will be true, like that. So the relation between two of sentence A and B, they differ only in that A contains a hyponym and B contains a subordinate, can be summarized this way, like this. A, it will be B. The true of A, it will be the true of B. The false of A, it will be false. It can be true, maybe yes or maybe no, like that. But the true bill, it's saying like the false of A. It will be yes, it will be no, it will be true or false. And the false of B, it will be false of A. So, for example, Rover is a collie and Rover is a dog. This sentence is a tautology. So a tautology is a sentence with two predicates such that one entails the another. So Rover is, and it will be repeated in this front of the sentence for the previous one sentence. Rover is a dog, like that. Okay. Hyponym is much of the vocabulary is linked by such system of inclusion and the resulting semantic networks from the hierarchical or taxonomy, like bird. Bird has many bird in this word. Many of bird in this word. It will be crow, hawks, duck, and also on. And hawks, it will be kestrel, sprout, and ant. So we must choose the vocabulary, what we want, what the meaning of our meaning. One term may be subordinate with various hyponyms and at the same time be hyponym of some higher subordinate. As I told you about subordinate and hyponym. And this is about my reference. And thank you so much. And goodbye for the next section. Thank you.